Hey guys, this is Frank Deming, Mr. Market with Ease, and I want to share something with you that was a bit of a test on my. I took upon a challenge, if you will, of my skill set, and I'll explain on that a little bit. But and also it has something to do with the title of this little video that I'm producing here for you, which is starting all over again. So it was a challenge that I put upon myself, but not arbitrarily. I did it for a reason, which I'll share with you right now. Basically, as you guys know, a student of mine, I have students who work with me. I've got private clients who work with me, and I teach them how to make money online. And I give them similar concepts, of course, with more details, obviously, but similar concepts to what I teach you guys with these videos and emails that I send you. And the question he posed me was, "Hey Frank, what would I do, meaning me, if I had to start all over again, but I only had about $2,000 to play around with for marketing purposes?" And I started thinking about it. And I'm like, wow, it's been a while. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's always been with the same niche, basically. The home business arena, helping people like yourself to make money online with your home business, whether it be a gardening business or a home setup business, setup business. If you have a sports betting business or handyman business, any MLM business, any home business that you have, I've basically over the past 2 years, I've been showing people how to build a proper business online. So I've been out of the whole arena of building it from scratch for quite some time. So I took this as a challenge. I was like, oh, okay, well, got $2,000 budget. And let me see, what would I do? And now, incidentally, just so you know, the only reason why he picked $2,000 as an example is because he told me, "Hey Frank, I've been working online for quite some time, and I've been burning a lot of money on pay-per-click stuff and solo ads, and it's converting. I mean, it's converting. It's not converting the way he wanted it to convert. He was making some money, but not a lot, which is the reason why he came to me as a student of mine. And he said that he wasn't going to spend any more than $2,000 and on marketing. And he said that that was his last 2,000 that he put up as faith, and said, "These are my last 2,000 that I'm ever going to spend on marketing ever again on this business. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to give up and just bank on the good old JOB." So I said, "Hey, it's perfect timing. Just wanted to give you some stories, some history, some background as to what happened." So that's where the $2,000 came from. Okay, it's something that he threw out arbitrarily. Not arbitrarily. He actually this was his thought process. I'm not going to spend more than 2,000, and if I blow these $2,000, I'm done. Okay. So basically, to put the proof is in the pudding. Though, to put this whole online marketing thing to the test, I said to myself, it wouldn't be a fair test to him if I went out and I did my own business. Um, so I went out and I said, okay, well, I stepped out of the home business community and I started from scratch. And I really wanted to test this, and I actually put my own business on hold to do this test. Basically, I was only doing this for 3 months, only building this business for 3 months because I wanted to show him that you can do it, and I wanted to give him some good advice, and and the best way I found to give good advice is by me doing it, you know. So I stepped out of the community for a little while, and I started building this thing for him. Well, for myself, but I wanted to. It basically is to show him that it can be done. So anyway, I started all over again, guys. I put my business aside and I started all over again. A brand new niche, not in the home-based business arena. And basically, what I did was, I did some extensive research, keyword research. Just like what I'm about to show you guys, it's nothing that you have not heard from me before. So I did every step that I normally do. Like I do extensive research on this niche, and I really had to do extensive on this one because I didn't do most of it. In case you wanted to know what niche it was in the self-help arena. Sorry, I wanted to share that earlier. That was the niche that I picked up, which I don't know much of because I don't sell. I don't even know what products sell well or don't. So I said, let me do some research on keywords. I started a blog on it, so I started fooling around with that. And I also built a separate capture page, data capture page for it. Okay, other words, squeeze page, as other people call it. I wrote articles and submitted to the popular article directories that we always talk about, so I'm not even going to list it here. You guys know what they are. I always talk to you about them, and especially in prior emails. I performed some SEO techniques, which I only give those techniques to my private clients. But I've always talked to you about how SEO and article marketing and all these things are set and forget type of systems. And I always say start with building that first. Build that set and forget thing first because when you're going to go with the paid methods, at least you have that already working in the back burner. Okay, that's just my strategy. Then I started posting on forums within the niche and, offering value while I was in there, asking questions and offering value as well. Okay. And I did some social media marketing. Now, what I did was I created brand new accounts on everything: Twitter, on Facebook, LinkedIn, in a fictitious name I used and everything, with even different pictures and stuff, because I didn't want to be tied to that. I mean, I'm tied to the home business online marketing community, and I don't want this to really detract me from that model. Again, this is just a test, if you will, to teach somebody something. Now, this is some other things that are worth considering, and it's stuff that I wanted to do as well. And this is something that if you're starting from scratch, you can do if you want to. And I suggest you do it depending on the niche. So with this niche, the self-help niche, I think it was worth it. So I also posted flyers with those tear-off sheets, with a link to my website, to the capture page that I created earlier, right? I did some drop cards with with the capture page. Okay, dropped it all over town. Went to the Chamber of Commerce. Guys, this is something I'm always teaching all the time, so I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I let them know that I was in business and I was offering self-help services. And I placed ads in local newspaper, but free ads in a local newspaper just around my local town. And I ran that for about 3 months, and it was because I think the cutoff. No, I ran it for 6 months. I'm sorry, the cutoff time for free ads was 6 months, so I took advantage of the whole 6 months. Okay, and I placed an ad in a magazine within the niche. Now, that was about $300, so it was $100 a month. I ran it for 3 months. Okay, so it was $100, and I sent all of that to the capture page that I created, the squeeze page that I created. Okay, so those are things that you can consider if you're starting out fresh and you have this kind of a marketing budget as well. That's something that you can consider. As at this point, I've only spent $300, so I just want you to take note to that. Okay. Now, but here's the big traffic secret, okay? Because a lot of people are missing the boat when it comes to starting out fresh, especially if you have some money to spend in your traffic. Incidentally, I don't want to digress too much here, but when you're starting out, definitely, a purchased lead is going to cost you a lot less than a free lead. I mean, I've proven this time in and time and time again. The free lead is going to cost you 10 times as much as the purchase lead will. That's just something that, and I'll probably break that down in another video at some other point, but just wanted to give you that little lesson here. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. See, the most effective method that I used to get a horde of hungry buying customers to my website instantly was simply this: mail order marketing. That's right. I mean, just mail order marketing. I mean, that's the best way for you to get a list of buyers. I don't want to sound like a broken record, as you heard in many videos that I've produced, that buyers build your business, not seekers. So always keep that in mind. Buyers build your business. You want to get up and running fast. You want to put a couple of $1,000s in your pocket fast. Get a list of buyers and you'll see what I'm talking about. Eventually, the seekers will catch up. That's why I build the set and forget systems like articles and SEO and all that kind of stuff. That's why I always do it. But I will never start with pay per click because you're still catering to the seeker market, not the buyer market. That's the power of mail order marketing. Okay, now basically there are three forms of mail order marketing. Okay, number one is postcards. Number two is tear sheets, and number three are letters. All three work effectively well, and they all have their three principles of use. However, for the for the just for the consideration and the interest of this particular video, I'm only going to focus on postcards right now. Maybe at some other time I'll post another video on break down the tear sheet model, and then I'll break down the letters model in a subsequent video. But for this video, I'm going to focus on postcards because that's the easiest one to actually show you how that's done. Okay, and this is what I did with this self-help niche. Okay. So here's the postcard method. That's the best thing that you can use. And I want you to take notes with this. So if you don't have a pen and paper, you can pause the video right now and go and get a pen and paper because I want you to take notes because this is critical for your business. So anyway, with the postcard method, you got to make sure that you promise something for free. And again, it's no different from what we've been talking about in the past. Now, there's something for free. Could be a video, could be, it could be a report, could be an audio that you send them of an interview that you have. It has to be something of value that really helps them. No different from the capture page, the online marketing stuff that you're gonna do anyway. Now, in this case, what I did was I provided them with a free video because I didn't want, this was a really fast test and the video was fast. So I did a lot of digging and a lot of studies of what people in the self-help, what really helps people in the self-help industry. Looked up some Tony Robbins stuff, looked up some, Zig Ziglar stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then I just kind of put together a nice little video, something that's going to help them so that they can do some self-help stuff for themselves, and that was it. That was my gift, my free gift, if you will. Okay, and that's why I was sending people to the postcard. Okay, and it was the same gift on the other for the online stuff. However, it was just I sent them to a different capture page. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I'm sorry. Wanted to talk to you about the next method that you need to understand. You have to have a compelling headline that articulates the primary benefit of what you have to offer. So in this case, I told them this is going to boost up your self-esteem, and how I was going to do it. Now the how I was going to do it was basically I did a support. I supported my headline with a subhead, but you can use bullets. So bullets are great. I decided to do it with a subhead right underneath the headline that shows how I was going to show them how to increase their self-esteem and self-help stuff. Okay, and I delivered on that promise when they got the video. So that's the same thing that you have to admit. I mean, that you have to deliver on the promise. Whatever the free thing is that you're gonna give, the video, the report, the interview, whatever it is, has to deliver on the promise that the headline does. The compelling headline says it's gonna give. So that's very important that you remember that. Okay. Then you're gonna have to have a call to action on the postcard. So let's review that. You promise something for free. We've been doing that already. Have a compelling headline that articulates the primary benefit of what you're going to have to offer. Always, and I find this to be, some people just have a headline and a call to action, but I find to have a support of the headline with bullets or a subhead really works well. It really converts well for me. And it did for this as well. I used to think it was just because of my, because I was in the internet marketing home business thing, but this was surprisingly well. And we'll get to the results later. But anyway, you know, basically have a call to action. Now, I'm going to break down the call to action a little bit more, just so you understand. I don't want to just leave you guys hanging with, oh, you have to have a call to action. No, this is not what this video is all about. This is about teaching you to get to results fast, and I want you to get it real fast. I hope you're still taking notes. You got to make sure that the call to action is a two-pronged approach. Okay, number one, send them to your website. Understand something. The website that you send them to is not the same website that you're sending your articles to, that you're sending your SEO people to, your newsletter. Make sure it's a separate website, a separate squeeze page, so that way you can track your results. That's the only way you'll be able to track your results, if you separate it out and make sure it's a total different place. Okay, it can be the same gift, but you send them to a different place so you can track where the traffic is coming from. Does that make sense? I mean, even if you want to get some real funky tracking, you can make it a total different gift. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic. But anyway, I digress again. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys understand this. The number two thing that you have to do is, I want you to have an 800 number as well for them to call. The reason behind this, and this is very important, very key, especially with offline marketing, folks. A lot of people, when they do postcard marketing, they grab the mail on the way out. Okay, so when they grab the mail, they read it, and they don't really have time to they may forget about it, so they'll listen to it while they're driving, or they'll put it on their cell phone and put in their Bluetooth and listen to the message. So you're gonna have an 800 number with a 30-second message, in the most 35 seconds. But make sure that message points them to the postcard. You can't make a long message, very short message that points them to the website that you have on the postcard. Okay, so those people, they've seen the postcard, and they're least likely to throw it away when they have it in their hand and they look at it. Oh, that message sounds good. I when I get to work, or when I get home, or whenever, or when I get wherever I'm going, I'm gonna make sure I log in and check this out, because this sounds pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so that's very important. Oh, incidentally, now since we're talking about 800 number, this is gonna set you back about $12.95 per month. That's nothing. Okay, so we're still way underneath that $2,000 budget, right? But I'm gonna get to getting a little closer to that $2,000 budget. But it's $12.95 a month it's gonna cost you, and I ran this for 3 months. Okay, so just so you know. So since I didn't have a product of my own in this unfamiliar niche for me, I found a product to sell for $197 in that niche, in the self-help niche, and it was an affiliate product. Now, just to reiterate, I always tell you guys, if you don't have something to sell, start with affiliate marketing and then build your own product later, and then build your empire based on that. So try to if you use that model, you'll be fine. Okay, so I went out and I said, okay, I don't have a product to sell in this niche. I don't have time to build a product. I need, I made myself think, okay, I need money fast. If I'm a student, this is what I would do. Okay, so I just looked for a product of 197, simply because that product, I did a lot of research, and that product resonated with me the most out of all the products that I saw, and I wanted to sell this particular product. Okay, now once I saw the product and I kind of did all of my research, the one I've taught you about, the demographic and all that kind of stuff with Comcast. You guys, I've been teaching this forever, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I just went out and I purchased 3,000 names of highly targeted people of within the niche. Okay. And basically, what I mean by highly targeted, I targeted people who have purchased a similar product of its kind in the past, and also that they fit the demographic, the age group, and that particular product. I remember a lot of people in the Midwest were buying it, so I targeted mostly Midwest people here in the United States, um, and and uh, and just went and targeted those people mainly, those 3,000. Okay, so just wanted to give you a little bit more tidbit, and this is something that you can do as well in your business. Now, here's some compelling results that I think you're going to find very interesting. Of the 3,000 people who received my postcard, 548 of them opted in via my squeeze page, the specialized squeeze page that I was talking to you about. That's basically an 18% response rate. Okay. 92 eventually purchased the affiliate product. It's about a 3% conversion. Now, the reason I put down eventually is most people teach you the model of once they opt in, you know, hit them up with a product right away and sell them, try to sell them something. I don't teach that. I teach building a relationship first and then you sell them something because as much to the chagrin of many marketers out there telling me that the money's in the list, and that's true, but they're only telling you half of the story, folks. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but they're only telling you half of the story. The real truth about the money being in the list really is the money is in the relationship that you have with that list. Hence the reason I never sell them a product right away. I always build a relationship with them first with a series of emails. Then I'll sell them something. So basically, 92 of the 548 people who opted in eventually bought something, the affiliate product that I had for them. Okay, that's 3%. And for those of you who have never done offline marketing before, you may be thinking, well, wow, 3%, that's awful. That's terrible. That's a terrible conversion rate. Well, to be honest with you, that's pretty darn good in the offline marketing world. I was actually looking for a 2% conversion rate. So I was quite pleased when I saw a 3% conversion rate. Okay, so I was like, hey, this is great. You know, I haven't lost the old touch of marketing, even of a niche that I'm unfamiliar with, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you so you understand that 3% is actually a pretty darn good. You're looking anywhere between 2 to 5% conversion when you do offline marketing. That's why I said let me start in the low end with 2%. So I was quite pleased with 3%. Anyway, now what does all this mean in dollars and cents? I know you're probably thinking that right now. Okay, what does that mean in dollars and cents? I'll show you. I'll show you that. Remember, I was selling a product for $197, but I was getting a 50% commission off that product. Hence the reason why I always tell you guys build your own product after you after you know that your marketing is working and you're sending people to affiliate products. Build your own product, especially if you have a passion for what it is you're selling. But anyway, I digress again and I apologize. Anyway, basically I spent a total of $1,600. $500 for the names, and $1,100, $1,100 for mailing the names. With the fulfillment house I use a company that does all my postcards for me, and they charge me about $1,100 to do that. Now, if you remember, I spent $300 so far in the ad, the newspaper, not the newspaper ad, the magazine ad. I spent $300 on that, and then I just spent $1,600 on this, so I'm still under the $2,000, and plus the $1,295 for the 3 months. Because this is at the 3 month part. This is a 3 month test that I wanted to show you. Okay, so basically, I'm well under my I'm not well under, but I'm just under my $2,000 budget that this gentleman gave me. Okay, that's what I spent, and I made a net profit of $7,462 in an unknown niche, something that I've never ever ever promoted before in my life. And remember, I only get 50% of the 197. And this is what I got. And this is all from the traffic through postcards. And the reason why it does so well, again, I can't stress this enough, guys, is that buyers build your business, not seekers. So always keep that in mind when you're marketing. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. So that's not bad for a test. So I gave the test results to the guy, and he's like, "Wow, I'd love to know how you did that." So I'm now working with him on getting that dialed in for his own business, so he can continue doing it. Because there's no need for people to quit. People quit because they're not guided properly. I mean, he did all this stuff before he came to me, and he was guided incorrectly. But this is how simple this is, and once you know exactly what you're doing, okay. Now, I just want to recap with you what we went over because we went over a lot and I don't want you guys to get lost. So the question was posed, Frank, what would you do if you had to start all over again and you only had $2,000 to market with? Otherwise, if you don't make it with the $2,000, you're back in the saddle with the job. Well, the answer is this. I'll do my standard online marketing stuff, set that whole thing up first. I'll set the whole thing up. The articles, the squeeze page, the social media, the blog, and etc. You get the point. I'll consider some grassroots marketing. Again, the consideration is based on the niche. There's some niches that are very that work with grassroots marketing, and some don't. So basically, you gotta be the judge of whether you want to do that. But they do work from a long-term perspective. They do work eventually, and definitely, without doubt, I would do mail order marketing. And incidentally, I just wanted to let this tidbit out there for a lot of you who may not know this. Okay, all top marketers use this method. They just don't say it. I don't know why, but they don't actually tell you that they do mail order marketing. They kind of deceive you in thinking that all they do is online stuff. But I can guarantee you that every single top-notch marketer who's an online marketer does mail order marketing because it works and it converts like gangbusters, and the return on investment is phenomenal. And it gets you off to a fast running start. Okay? And I hope really I hope this really helps you, and I hope that this makes a lot of sense for you, of those of you looking to make money online and get started quickly in doing so. But I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. And incidentally, if you're really into doing stuff like this and getting off to a right start, you need to understand the proper formula for it, obviously. I don't want you to go out there because mail order marketing could be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So, a buddy of mine named Terry Duff created a product called Endless Leads, and he basically allowed me to show you guys. He gave me a special link for it to show you guys on how to do it properly. And he's got some templates in there. He's got things that you can just swipe and make it and put it into your own business and have it work. It's phenomenal. There's a link below this video for it. So if you want to check that out, how to get endless leads using his method with the offline methods, I would recommend that you do so. As a bonus, if you buy it from this link, I have a product that I sell online, excuse me, called Top 10 Traffic Methods. All you have to do is give me a proof of purchase, send me an email, let me know that you purchased it, and I will send you one of this top-notch product for free, along with responsive email. It's another product that I sell. I sell both products, by the way, for $97, but they're yours for free as long as you order Terry's Endless Leads uh, product through my link. I'll send it to you. So that way you know how to communicate with people, and you get free leads all day long just to get you started on the right foot. Those are set and forget systems that you need. So it's a perfect complement to the Endless Leads product. So with that, guys, I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope this video helps you. I really hope to see you guys making a lot of money out there. Take care, folks, and bye for now.